What's going on, friends? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful day whenever you're seeing this. It is a beautiful, beautiful night here in East Texas. I'm on Caddo Lake, visiting some family, having some wonderful times, celebrating my grandfather's 90th birthday. It has been a wonderful trip. I didn't open this vlog early enough, but basically this whole outing was on a boat trip here on Caddo Lake. I want you to experience it with me. It was a beautiful place. I may pop in and out with some commentary, but for the most part, please just enjoy this wonderful boat trip on Caddo Lake. Again, I hope you're having a wonderful day whenever you watch this, and just relax and enjoy. So this isn't something I do very often. I'm not very good at voiceovers. I'm much better in front of the camera, but as this little outing really doesn't have much story to it, it's not really linear. I thought I would bust out the my little studio microphone here and provide just a little bit of voice to the scenes we're seeing here. So this is Caddo Lake, like I said at the beginning. Caddo Lake is the one of only 2 natural lakes in Texas, which I was kind of surprised by. The rest of the lakes that you'll see on maps and things across Texas were actually made by the Army Corps of Engineers, which is pretty fascinating. Caddo Lake is about 30,000 acres, which is about 50 square miles. Most of it, or not most of it, but over half of it is in Texas. The other half of it is in Louisiana. It is home to what you'll see everywhere around the lake, these bald cypress trees, and they're actually really, really beautiful trees. They've got a lot of Spanish moss hanging from them, and I'm sure in the spring they're a really nice shade of green, but right now in the fall they were just kind of drab and dead. But they actually really popped at sunset, which you'll see at some point here. This was kind of a special outing for me because it allowed me to kind of take a step back and realize that there were things about the place where I used to live that I'd never really discovered, never really explored. And as you know me, one of the things I value most in a place to live is access to the outdoors. So it just kind of made me stop and think and step back and realize that there were definitely things that I never took advantage of while I was there. So what you're seeing here is actually called the government ditch. It was cleared by hand, if you can actually believe that, post-Civil War by freed slaves. The cotton industry in Texas still is enormous, and they needed a way to effectively move their boats through the lake to get from Texas to Louisiana. It's just mind-blowing as you're riding through this, how huge these cypress trees are. There are some that are up to 500 or 600 years old in here. And not only were they cut down by hand, but these people, the people who were doing this were actually, like wading in the water while they were doing this. I can't even imagine that. Okay, so I wanted to pop back in here and let you know something that you're obviously noticing. This little green plant that is all over the top of the river is called giant salvinia, and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Basically, it's an extremely invasive species of plant that is not indigenous to North America. It's a South American plant that showed up on Caddo Lake in the mid 2000s, like 2005, 2007, somewhere in there. I can't remember which, but it multiplies like unbelievably fast, and it's a huge problem because when it sits on top of the lake, birds are not able to do their normal hunting, and it stifles vegetation growth. It stifles the sun getting into the water. It creates lots of shade in the water, and so the normal processes that need the sun to live are not able to happen. Fish die in addition to not getting the sun that the lake needs. Fish eggs and things like that die and get destroyed. It's really bad for the lake, and it's not something that has that they've been able to fix quickly. This wasn't my normal travel vlog. There wasn't any sort of story to this, but I hope you enjoyed watching it all the same. Hats off to our boat captain. He was super knowledgeable. I really did not know that there was such a hidden gem in East Texas in this lake. But I'll put some links, some relevant links down in the description below. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thank you as always for watching. Whenever you're watching this, whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you are having a wonderful day. As always, find someone you love, tell them you love them. Peace, and be good to each other. We'll see you next time.